Blue Jays are looking to retake the lead in the World Series in L.A. tonight.
Let's go live now to L.A., where CTV's Radhim Ladani has the latest on Game 3. Good morning, Radhim. It's pretty early for you, L.A. time, 3 hours back, 4 a.m. in the morning. So bless your soul. You now know what it feels like to be us. But Game 3, the Jays are going to try to even up the series tonight. But they're in enemy territory, so they've got their work cut out for them.
Hey, Jen and Nick. Yeah, we're on Hollywood Boulevard right now. It looks very different than what it looks like in the middle of the day. So we're in front of Roosevelt Hotel, right? Another iconic place here in LA. Marilyn Monroe, Charlie Chaplin. This is an area where, you know, celebrities make a name for themselves. And as the World Series shifts to Los Angeles, both the Jays and Dodgers, they're looking to cement themselves into some baseball royalty. Let's talk about Game 3 for a little bit. Game 2 did not go very well for the Jays. It's not even that Kevin Gausman pitched poorly. He was just up against an incredible ace, right, who pitched a complete game, something that hadn't been done since 2015, a decade in the World Series. And so Game 3 is going to be pivotal. We were down at Dodger Stadium yesterday, and I can tell you it is an incredible stadium. It overlooks palm trees, the cityscape. And so for the Blue Jays, and I mean, I've seen baseball games here in LA, this crowd can get loud. And so for the Blue Jays, it's going to be imperative for them to really quiet the Dodger fans early. And the best way to do that is to shut down their bats and to get their offense going, something that we didn't see in Game 2. So hopefully Vladdy and George Springer can get going.
I'm curious, like you said, you've been in L.A., they're a loud crowd. They're very proud of their Dodgers baseball team here. What are you seeing, whether it comes to like the TV coverage, the newspapers, et cetera, about the feeling here? Because, they were the World Series champions last year. They've been there. For us, Toronto, we haven't seen it for 32 years. I wonder if you can contrast the sort of two fan bases like that.
So, Nick, it's interesting because before the World Series, you'll remember that everyone wasn't giving the Blue Jays much of a chance, right? You talk to LA media, and they were even on our networks, and they were saying, Dodgers in 4, maybe you get 1. There was a lot of bravado from the Dodger fan base. But since we've been here in LA, the actual fans on the ground and locals, they're telling a very different story. We were inside a Lids, the hat store yesterday, and there was a guy, and he was just praising the Jays pitching, and he was saying, no, we're not taking any of this for granted. This is a 1-1 series. So the people that you talk to on the ground, it's a much different storyline than what you're hearing from these baseball analysts and pundits. And so it's going to be interesting. Do I think that that narrative could change if the Dodgers win tonight? Of course. I mean, we watched Game 2 here in LA, and just about every third person is wearing Dodgers blue. This is a proud fan base. They're a knowledgeable fan base, but they're into this. They're into the World Series, and the Blue Jays have their work cut out to them. But we've seen, right? They've been dominant on the road this postseason. They've won 3 of 5 in the postseason so far this year, so they can do it. They just need to get going.
Yeah. Okay. And here's hoping that bit of history statistic works out, where in the history of the MLB, only 4 teams that have won a game, like swept a Game 7 and swept a game, like 1 in 4 games versus 1 in 7. I'm getting my stats mixed up. But out of all those 4 meetings, the ones that have won Game 7 ended up winning the World Series. So hopefully that's our Blue Jays. It's anyone's game. Radhim Ladani live in LA along Hollywood Boulevard. We'll check in with you later. Thank you.
Thanks, Radhim.